My name is Kevin Elijah Burgess, hence where I get the initials KB. And I was born in St. Petersburg, Florida back in 1988. I found myself in a household. I had a family structure, but it was a military family structure, so we moved. So I left St. Petersburg and I spent about 8 years of my life in Illinois. A variety of circumstances, my parents split. My mother and I left Southern Illinois, which we lived on an Air Force base, and we moved back to St. Petersburg, but we moved to Southside St. Petersburg, which is probably one of the worst areas in the state. During this time, I was at a high school there, and for whatever reason, the Lord saw fit to wire me in such a way where school came easy for me. So I was doing good, and I got offered to start college through this program called St. Petersburg Collegiate High School at age 15. So I started this program, but behind closed doors, there was this struggle with extreme depression, really feeling dark. I'm trying different drugs to try to compensate for this hole that I feel that's in my heart. So I wasn't able to do very well in school because I was struggling with living. Literally thoughts of, man, it would be easier if I could just end my life. I was a hothead, bad attitude, woulda, shoulda, coulda been shot dead. Always running my mouth, I'd rather die than be soft, man. I've been slammed on my back just to prove that I'm not scared. Turn the other cheek, stop playing. It was around that time that I met this guy who said he was a believer. He was also in the program with me. I saw that same guy outside eating his lunch, and he had a CD on the table. And I walked up to the table and I saw that on the front cover of the CD there was a guy with dreadlocks. He had dreads, he had a bandana across his mouth, across his head. And I ran up on the dude and said, "Another hypocrite. You say that you're a Christian, why are you listening to Lil Wayne?" And he was like, "No, this isn't Lil Wayne, this is Christian music." And I was like, "I don't know what you think Christianity is, but it can't be that." And he was like, "No, this is Christian." He gave me the CD, I took the CD home. It was right on time in one of the lowest parts of my life. It was 8 songs. I loved it musically. The 8th song had a gospel presentation in it. And God saved me. And I've been living for him since that day. So I met this man right here about 7 years ago. 7 years ago? And I met him at Sweet Bay, okay? And he was a hell-breathing heathen. And I went up to him and I said, "You listen here, sinner." Okay, no, I'm joking. Now we became friends, and by the Lord's grace, I was able to lead his brother to Jesus. It's been 7 years later, and he's walked with the Lord and discipled, and pouring to others. He's a good dude, man. So I was kind of hip to the whole Christian rap scene. Didn't know much about it. But I was trying. I saw dudes around me that were doing it, but I never thought it'd be something that I would pursue as a vocation or definitely a livelihood. I thought I'd be like a lawyer or something like that. I clearly felt the Lord telling me, forget that. You may never get any of that. I want you to go to Bible college. Also around this time when I started school, I was rolling with a clique of dudes that I went to church with. And we just loved us some Jesus. And one of my songs in passing, I said, man, we're doing this for his glory alone. And that's where HGA came from. Let's call ourselves HGA. So we were making music and putting it on MySpace and things of that nature, and people were asking us to come out to their church. Folks were taking some of the things we were doing at the shows and putting them on YouTube. And were encouraging another rapper who we all know and respect, Lecrae, to check myself and HGA out. And somehow one of the YouTube videos that folks were putting out landed on his desk.
But at any given moment, my father can say, "Stop! I want my lungs back." Yeah, Jesus Christ, and that's it. Jesus Christ, and that's it. He's coming back the same way he left. All the righteous can't wait to see that. Believe that.
And Lecrae shot me an email and said, "Hey brother, I want to come. I'm coming down to Tampa to do a concert. Let's meet up. Let's build."
I don't know if y'all I was sitting back there watching the HGA dudes when they was up here. If what they did here is an indication of their heart, then oh my goodness, I'm so encouraged.
So Lecrae wanted to take me on tour with him for the reason of potentially signing me to Reach Records. I remember after like the 4th or 5th show on the tour, he said, listen, man, we actually want to get a contract out with such and such amount albums. And I still was like, wait a minute. For real?
And so it is with great honor and pleasure that we welcome my man KB to Reach Records. And so, Father, we just pray you protect him against all attacks, encourage him in times of encouragement, and when he's needing encouragement, Lord, and use him for your purpose, for your glory.
Weight and Glory is here now. Weight and Glory is a absolute reflection of where I am, or at least where I strive to be. Essentially, to sum it up, it's us being blown away by God every day, going to the Lord in His Word and asking Him to reaffirm His amazingness in our hearts, that we be more enthralled with Him than we are with anything else in this world. And that is the means to fighting sin and enjoying God, feeling His weight and beholding His glory. One of my favorite songs on the album is the first song. And the song just, in my opinion, nails the concept of the album. And the song is big, a lot of music going on, you know, lots of vocals coming together with this huge worshipful hook from a chick named Jenny Norlin from Sweden. The song carries the emotion and the unction that you feel in beholding God.
Most exciting, who was our Flame? Most exciting person to work with was Flame.
Why is that?
Because I've looked up to him for so long. When his music, the first time I heard his music, I had like an experience with it. I felt like I knew him. And actually, it was some of Flame's lyrics that I was quoting to Amin when he was a non-believer.
So true.
That helped.
Lyrics off of Rewind.
Yep.
Oh, context.
Yep. Yeah, I was able to like share the gospel through Flame's lyrics. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's just crazy.
yeah.
My favorite collaboration that I did was with a song called Open Letter with Swoop and Trip Lee, where we essentially address some of the most provocative issues for Christians. I rap about a young lady that's struggling with her sexuality, and Swoop comes in and he raps about a man that is trying with all he can to stay pure before the wedding night, but he needs help. And then Trip comes in and prays for both of the individuals we talked to. Just a real big song that I think is gonna be anthem-like for folks. I don't know what type of numbers my album will do, but I know that I've gotten to worship God, make an entire album about Him, and I get to fellowship and serve with a wonderful group of guys from Reach Records to HGA, and I am just grateful to be where I am right now. I've gotten really good reviews. I've been told by internally from McCrae and Ben and some of the other brothers that this is really approaching classic level. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do.
I